Hello once again and welcome to Tullfors. Here you see my signature figure, the sheriff from the miniseries 13, outside his office. I thought we would start there today. Also you got a little bit better picture of that sign pointing to the city and telling everyone that they are at the top of Mount Clutchmore. Of course, as I have said in earlier videos, wow, I gotta zoom out a little bit here now. What way? That's the way we zoom out. Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit more mountain behind over here, but that's gonna be the brown mountain bricks, as I think they are fitting to use with the brown plates. There's not been much changes in the city. There's a little bit over here where I have changed the rails a little bit to get a more longer straight, because I wanted to build some sort of building where the museum is now. It's going to be an office building of some sort, and I would like to have enough ground space to build it behind the tracks and not having to build a tunnel through the first floor. I've ended up with that as a solution. I'm thinking maybe incorporating the museum in the build and also some office spaces on top. We'll see what I can figure out when I start to build. That's going to be a mock building. And I also know now that I'm going to change the police station. I have one more older police station, and I would like to make it to become a little bit taller and also a bit small, well, what do you call it? Shorter, sort of. Not narrow is the right word, actually. It's going to be more narrow. It's a little bit too wide the way it is now. I want it to be about 32, because that's a standard base plate size. That would be fitting, I think. I'll see what I can do. And over here we have a little bit of change. There's been a delivery of gold to the brick bank, so the police has closed off the roads, and also the ambulance chopper has landed in the middle of the street, so nobody can get through that way either. I think that's about the only changes that there's been to the town since the last time. But we can do a quick walkthrough. The Muller buildings in the back. Hospital. Some modular buildings in the front here. That hole will be filled by the Parisian restaurant quite soon, I promise. I have 2 buildings that I'm going to build, and Parisian restaurant is the building number 2. Building number 1 is the one I've spoken about in this area where we have the demolition crane. That's going to be the firehouse. It's quite fitting that it is right next door to the old firehouse where the Ghostbusters are. And we have some criminals here up to no good. I think they're gonna cut down that tree and stop the money transport when that comes. Western City is just like it was the last time. You see I've put in a cargo train instead over the passenger train. It's just because the passenger train was dead, and when I changed my rails, I had to just check that a train would run nicely without getting off the track, and it works perfectly. The snack bar is not in the way. It's a lovely little snack bar there. It's a little bit close to the railroad lines, but it's not in the way, so it can be there. Also, it helps me fill out the gap that I have in the felt. I'm gonna do some more things to fill that out, because I don't want that to be as visible as it is. I want to hide it by putting some small shops, maybe like the snack bar and the coffee chain. I might just pull that back as well, but we'll see what I end up doing, but I want to hide that because it's ugly. You can see it over here as well, but here is going to be hidden by it's not very easy to see because it's just behind the tail rotor of the helicopter there, but it's going to be hidden by the station. Over here at the farm, not much happened here. Looks like the pigs want to be fed. They are quite certain of where they want to go, and they see the farmer with his rake, so he's probably gonna give them something to eat quite soon. Got a motorcycle for the fire department leading the way, and the helicopter actually just parked here now. It can actually drop water, well, water pieces. We'll need that because there's fire here has spread. It's now also a storage container that's on fire, and you have a fuel pump on fire, and you have that chemical plant there. So I figure out that people should clear this area and let the fire department do their job. And I haven't got the plate to build up the airport, but it's on its way. I know exactly how I want to do it. The idea is that I'm gonna build it up just 2 plates wide. So I just get the airstrip up, and I'm gonna have a little area here, right where we have the camera now, where we're gonna have the airport terminal, and I'm also trying to fit in the space shuttle launch set that I have. I want to have that here as well. And then of course underneath it's going to be a cargo terminal. I just need to change the, I think I have gray felt under the rail, under the airport, so I have to change that to blue, but that's not a big deal. And I think that's about what I need to do and I need to raise it up high enough for the ships to come in. I have, at the moment, I only have, let's see if we can put it out so it's a bit more visible. We have this ship that's going to deliver grain to the town, and also I have bought, I think actually, yeah, it's this ship here. I bought the hull for that, so I'm gonna make another ship to go in the city, probably a container ship with I'm gonna show it when it's done. It might take some time because I need to figure out how to do it, but I figure I have the structure for the bridge and things in the front here, and then all the way in the back I can have room for containers. Well, actually I think that was everything that's been going on since the last time. There's not too much. I've been a little bit lazy, and there's been so much to do outside to fix the area around the house to look well. We want that, of course. So there's not been too much building, but there's going to be some changes here quite soon, I hope. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.